Freshman year, we were all blank canvases, eager to take full advantage of our newfound power to choose the colors we would paint ourselves with. I can't speak for all of you, but the person I was when I walked in these doors 4 years ago was a completely different person than the one that will leave them today. Most of us recall our first days spent frantically rushing around, trying to find where we belonged in this brand new place. We were so optimistic. Maybe it was the transition from the rowdy middle school crowd to the lively high school student section under the Friday night lights, or the thought of learning a whole new language as an elective instead of suffering through another health course. Whatever it was, it excited us enough to keep us coming. Sophomore year, we'd finally gotten the hang of things, and our canvases were looking more complete. But we still had a long way to go. Things are a little less awkward because you found your place. We've learned so much since last year. Like spraying excessive amounts of Axe all over your body is not in fact an adequate substitute for showering. Life seems stable. This is when you take the time to look around and you realize high school is a time warp. All those days you've spent counting down are starting to add up. And the next thing you know, it's the summer of 2015 and you're on your way to being a big, bad upperclassman. Finally, junior year, the time has come. We're at the top of the food chain and our masterpieces are looking clearer than ever. But along with it came some responsibility. We rushed through what seemed like a million standardized tests while juggling sports, extracurriculars, and friends. Coaches relied on you more, and the underclassmen were watching your every move, trying to follow your example. It seemed like senior year would never come, but once it did, the atmosphere changed. Our last first day was far less neat and scary than freshman year, but instead exciting yet sad all at once. You're adding your final touches, and the picture you've painted seems to be complete. We've been determined to leave our mark behind, and now was our final year to do it. Something about being forgotten was unsettling, but I've always thought that it's what you take with you that's most important, not what you leave behind. This may be the very last time we sit together as a class, but the memories we made in these very halls will live on for eternity. It isn't the long nights spent studying for a math test or the A you earned on your English final that you'll remember years from now. It's the unforgettable feeling of anticipation of who would win the spirit stick at the pep rally, the senior pranks gone wrong, the moments spent in the laughter-filled lunchroom, and the unbreakable bonds made between friends. These are the moments we will never forget. My time here taught me that it is, and always will be, okay to be yourself. I learned that being different is not something to be ashamed of, but something to be celebrated and commended. I was taught that you never truly know what someone is going through, and a few kind words can go a long way. I learned that family extends to more than just DNA. We will carry the bonds we made in these 4 years with us for a lifetime. And most importantly, I learned to stop, look around, and enjoy the little things in life. Time is a tricky thing. It slips away without warning. One day you're playing tag on the playground at recess, and the next you're lined up in the berry bowl in a cap and gown. As the infamous Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. We've been taught, prepared, and preached to from the moment we entered the halls of Logansport High School that the goal is to leave this building and achieve success. But what is success? To many, success is measured by visible things. But I've always seen success in a different way. To me, success is something many strive for, but very few ever achieve. It's how you treat a passing stranger and how you impact the world around you. All our lives we've been asked what we want to do when we grow up. Some of us might not know where we're going after today. But I'm here to tell you that's okay. It's okay to not know, and it's okay to make mistakes. Our mistakes are what make us who we are, and it's how we learn from them that determines who we will be. The reality is, the canvases we thought were perfect are far from complete. It took me until my senior year of high school to realize what I truly wanted to do. No matter where life takes me, I want to go to sleep every night knowing that I made the world around me a little bit better of a place than it was when I woke up. So now, as an 18-year-old high school graduate, when people ask me what I want to do when I grow up, I simply say, I want to change the world. Today, as this chapter of our lives comes to an end and a new one begins, I challenge all of you to do the same. Follow your dreams. Be unique. Help those around you. And make a difference.